warm welcome to Bliss Bay. Here you will find an extensive shopping district, absolutely breathtaking beaches along the coast, as well as grand, ultra-luxurious mansions. Tourism in Bliss Bay is unmatched year after year. Allow Bliss Bay to be home to you, your family.
Don't forget this handsome face.
Hey you guys, we're back with another task from our kitty cat bosses. Our assignment this time for the What's Your in-ZOI Story Creator Challenge is to create a creepy zombie, one that inhabits a ruined, just real run-down Bliss Bay. We're talking post-apocalypse, y'all, and I absolutely love this challenge. Now, where there's one, we gotta have two, because I didn't want a guy out here infected with the ick, just zombified and lonely too. On screen, I am making Lyle, our main character. Once upon a time, Lyle was a bad boy, but then he found his one true love, Nora, and in doing so, well, he's still a bad boy. This guy lived as a wannabe rock star. I imagine he actually dropped out of school to pursue that dream and probably showed some traction in doing so. Alas, those plans did not pan out because apocalypse. So his aggression is much worse now that he's in survival mode. I am so excited for the gameplay that will come with this one. I tried to edit the world based on a period some time after the initial infection. Of course, the city looks like it's in shambles, because it is. Social tension is high. There are abandoned cars all over the city, and I've greatly reduced the population of Bliss Bay to reflect that, unfortunately, many people who became infected passed away. Several people also probably tried to leave the city, but we're not certain how things are beyond the city border. I believe, as in the case for Lyle and Norma, they're part of a group moderately impacted by the infection. Not everyone who came into contact with the infection died from it. I wanted to set the idea that it is very much so a spectrum on how far gone the infected would be. Of course, some people would not survive, but everyone who turned, they didn't have to become mindless zombies. Lyle and Nora outwardly are impacted, but mentally maintain most of their old selves with some behavioral changes. There would even be some people who were immune to the infection for whatever reason. It is something that Lyle theorized may hold some sort of hope that the infection is curable, but the way that people are so hesitant to interact with each other at this point in time, the hope is fading. The couple has pretty much accepted the reality that Bliss Bay is not the cutesy little city they once knew. There is no rich, there is no famous. Crime is high, money is useless. The population has dwindled and no one can be trusted. It is Lyle against the world, just him and his girl. So for this beautiful, yeah, I said it, beautiful couple, we went with a classic varsity look. Neither one of them were into sports during their high school years, but I figured they likely stole these clothes after the infection spread, and this laid base for like their pseudo identities that they would take on going forth. Nora struck me as a girl who loved watching old retro movies, and I could see her being romanced by the aesthetic, and surely Lyle would do anything to make her swoon. She is utterly head over heels with him, and with all that has happened in their world, Lyle happens to be her only comfort. He has made her feel more confident, though the infection has absorbed most of her good looks. To Lyle, she is still beautiful as ever, and though it is a daily challenge for her to feel the same, dressing up is one way that she can look beyond what the infection has done to her appearance. Despite trying to feel better about herself, Nora still doesn't really leave the couple's hideout. This is to hide herself, of course, but most of all is to keep her safe because of how in decay the city is and how hungry people are just to live. Before all of this, Nora was quite shy, a little bit on the darky side. She was a people pleaser. Nora was still the most adorable mood lifter. She was a sweet girl who enjoyed volunteering within the community, especially as it related to rescuing animals. While there aren't too many animals around in Bliss Bay anymore, she still keeps them alive in her memories. She is fortunate enough to keep a few plants alive in their dark, dusty apartment. These little trinkets are what keep her going through these rough times. I do hope that you all enjoyed the transformations. Thank you again to the zoi team for the opportunity. I look forward to sharing some of my gameplay with you guys. I will catch y'all in the next one.